How's everyone doing here today? Thank you for watching. And today I wanted to talk briefly about how much fun it must be to really be a part of MAGA. You know, whether it's in the cult or the movement or at whatever rally that goes on. Because if you've watched enough of these interviews with different Trump supporters, the whole thing, it's really very interesting because it doesn't really rely any form of intellect or logic or any type of consistency. In fact, it's quite the opposite. I'm not saying it as a put down, it's just you see the way these people talk and think, if you even want to call it thinking, and it's like there's no real pattern going on unless it's just one thing. Whatever Trump tells me to believe, whatever he says, that is the truth. That is the absolute truth. When you try and bring up certain past events and everything, you'll notice how quick they are to either pivot, contradict themselves. Because, again, we're all part of Trump, and he's the only one we can follow, this and that, and everything else is, well, that just doesn't matter, okay? Because he's going to make America great again. How some of them will flat out say, well, Trump is the greatest president that ever lived. He's the greatest president I've ever known. Well, what about Lincoln? What about Washington? What about Kennedy? No, he's better than all of them stuff. No proof, no evidence, but it doesn't matter. You just got to believe it. That's all it is. And all these indictments. Oh, well, you can indict a ham sandwich and everything. It's a witch hunt. It's and everything, this and that. What about Joe Biden? Oh, he's a criminal, the Biden crime family. They need to lock him up, and Hunter Biden, too. Do you think we should impeach Hunter Biden? Absolutely, but he's not a politician. Doesn't matter. We just got to impeach him and everything and stuff like that. And what should we impeach Joe Biden on? Because, I don't know, because he's Sleepy Joe, because he's having cognitive decline. But Trump's been slurring a lot of words and stuff like that. Yeah, but that's just, he just doesn't mean that, this and that. And all the indictments, it's fake news. That's what you do when presented with facts or any type of logic or proof. Oh, it's fake news. And if things get really hard to handle, just walk away. If some reporter is pressing you with facts and everything, I don't want to talk to you anymore. Just walk away. It's amazing how fast they contradict themselves and how they just change their tune at the drop of a dime and everything. Like I said, with the indictments, they've time and time again been pressed on it. Well, Trump had the documents. No, those photos weren't real. Well, what about the payment to Stormy Daniels and everything and stuff? Oh, that was Michael Cohen. It wasn't Trump. What about January 6th? Oh, that was Antifa. I thought it was Black Lives Matter. It was. It was Nancy Pelosi. She should have been. But Trump's the president. Well, I don't want to talk. I don't want to talk to you anymore. You see how fun it is? You can go to a Trump rally and put on all this gear, all these hats, wave these flags around, stuff like that. You complain about the economy and how hard it is to, with inflation going through the roof. Well, actually, the inflation's been going down. Oh, yeah, well, that's become as Trump. Some of them actually believe that Biden is not even the real president, that Trump is still the acting president, or that Biden is James Woods or some other actor. Again, you can believe anything you want. It doesn't matter. Well, I thought Trump was in charge and everything. Then why the inflation? Well, that's because of Sleepy Joe, but I thought Trump was the actual president. Yeah, he is. He is the actual president in charge. I thought JFK was gonna, come back, and JFK still alive? Of course he's still alive. Alex Jones said he was, Again, like I said, it doesn't require the slightest shred of effort. That's why it makes it so easy to fit into this cult. Keep on, I'm being a little comical here, but I'm not trying to put them down. But the one thing that this is what I really can't wrap my head around is not the whole belief system. I get it, Trump's animated and he makes you feel empowered and stuff like that, especially if you're racist. Oh, but wait, Trump's the least racist person in town. Oh, okay, this and that. But what about the Confederate flags? And, we're just honoring family. You see what I mean? All you have to do is just switch gears and believe whatever you want that's convenient. It doesn't matter what the hypocrisy is or how many times you contradict yourself. You just have to keep showing your faith to Trump. And as I was saying before, you have trouble paying bills with all this inflation, yet somehow they can afford all this merchandise and apparel and all this other crap, these big flags and everything. Some of these people actually travel to different rallies, spending, thousands, some of them even $10,000 just to be at every single possible rally, which there's no substance, no talk of policy, and again, that's secondary or non-existent pretty much. Because I've seen at some rallies when they're asked, what are some of the policies you care about? And they're like a deer in headlights. They're like, I don't know. I don't have any policies. That's the thing I don't get. And it's such an easy question to answer, that's what makes it even more mind-boggling. Like healthcare, raising the minimum wage, bringing down inflation, helping out with conflicts overseas. But again, like I said, when you're in this cult-like state, as fun as it may be, you got to ask yourself, what are you really getting out of that? But when you have a mind that's completely void of logic and any type of intellectual thought or independent thinking, it's just blind faith marching to a cult leader who you'll believe any single solitary thing he says. Okay? Without a doubt, without hesitation. It doesn't matter the complete absence of proof or logic, they just got to go on believing it. So, as much as I can say it's a lot of fun being a part of MAGA, in the end, what do you really got to show for it? Because sooner or later, Donald Trump's going to meet his end day, Natural causes or something like that. He's not immortal. He's not going to live forever in spite of what some of you may believe. What are you going to have to show for it? And that's not a question they're even going to consider asking, let alone pondering, all right? Because, again, that would require thinking. That would require going outside of the cult, not showing faith in our orange Jesus. So, I don't know. It's not something I can wrap my hand around. It's as interesting as to see. It's also pretty bizarre, which makes you wonder, like, how things are going in 2024. But that's open for a later discussion. But, hey, here's to MAGA, folks. You guys are doing great. You really are. Keep contradicting yourselves. So, anyway. Thank you for watching. I hope you understand.